Hello there guys and welcome back to the FIFA 20 career mode with Napoli, and today we're episode 30 of the career mode. So to start things off today guys, have a quick look over at the calendar and see which games we have for today. But before I head on, if you guys can leave a like down below on the video, it'd be really appreciated. So for today's episode we have Benevento, I'm guessing that's how you pronounce that. We have them at home, that's our first game. They're currently sitting in 19th in the Serie A, so not too much to worry about in that game. And then the second game we have only a day's rest. The second game is Bayern Munich at home in the semi-finals, and then a lot of days rest here, which is needed. Then we face Atalanta away from home. So that'll be today's episode. Like I say, this is a little bit worrying here, only having this one day in between, you know, a semi-final in the Champions League. So I've given the team a whole change around. I'm tempted to just do one more change, which would bring Maddison off, because I was going to bring Maddison at cam, but I realistically need Maddison in full fitness for the Bayern game. So I've gone with this team, basically a full change team. You can see everyone on the bench is more or less, well, half fitness, 3/4 fitness, so apart from Maddison. So that's what I've gone with for this game. Like I say, it shouldn't be too hard at all, but I know sometimes on Ultimate Difficulty, if you face a team at the bottom of the league, sometimes it can prove harder than it needs to be. So yeah, but anyway, we'll go into this game, hopefully just get off to a flying start and push this team aside. There we go, Felix is through. Going to cut it back, quickly go for the finesse. And it's ended up in the back of the net. 5 minutes in. We're already 1-0 up. And one thing I failed to just mention before the game started. We've got Insigne starting today up front for us, who's come back after his 7-week injury. And he came back sooner than this game, but obviously he still had that injury sticker on. So I don't really want to play him and risk the injury worsening even more. But look at this goal here. Probably there, I thought, oh, I've ruined it. Too close to the goalkeeper. But I cut it back, got it in. And now we have it, Felix with the first goal. There we go, Verdi's through. Just going to go for the shot. Straight to goalkeeper. Could have done a lot better with that. One thing I was going to do is I was going to simulate this game, because I was a bit like, we should beat these. I don't see why we wouldn't simulating. But obviously I didn't want to risk it, because we're on this like magical unbeaten run as of late. So I didn't want to risk that. Also, I didn't want to see if we get any injuries or red cards, or, you know what I mean, I didn't want to put any more dents or in the unbeaten run that needs to be. So I thought I'll just play it. And Felix has been brought down. Brought down in the penalty box. Won ourselves a penalty. Wonder who will take it. I'm pretty sure Insigne's got to take this. I would have thought he would have the better stats. But we'll have a seat here now. Here's the foul. Through on goal. So it's dragged down. But let's have a see who is on this penalty kick. And it looks like Bale. Does he have the best stats? Yeah, I mean he has. Felix, yeah, he has. Let's be honest. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna go to the left. I think, yeah, to the left. There we go. Let's see if we can get this in. Saved. Oh my God, saved as if. Chance to go 2-0 up as well. He must have just known he was going there. Anyway, got ourselves a corner. Whip this one in. Bale. We've got a head on that. Goalkeeper's got to it. Let's get it back out wide though to Bale. Maybe not. Maybe not. There we go. Insigne's through. Insigne. Get it in. Please get it in. Insigne, man. Could have possibly passed it across over to Felix, but I just didn't want to score a sweaty goal today. Here we go. He's through. Go for the shot, man. I was pressing circle. But he got through. I'm pressing circle. He just, once he got past the player, he didn't shoot. There we go. Won ourselves a corner though. Might be one of the last attacks before half time. Try to get it on Bale's head here. It's gone out wide and don't go in anyone's head. Goalkeeper's come out again. But one thing with corners though, I feel like when I take a corner like that, obviously I'm too close to goal. Goalkeeper's just going to come out. But if I go any further, I feel like if a player tries to get his head on it, he's never going to get it in 9 times out of 10 unless he has a really, really good heading stat. So here we are, half time. Still only 1 goal up. A shame really not to score that penalty. We could be 2-0 up now. Comfortable. You can see they haven't had a shot, no shot on target, and possession in our favour, only a little bit, but they're not making much when they have the ball, so this half we just need to kill the game off and get the second goal. Oh, here we go! What the hell, again? The same thing's happened again, where the player crosses it in and defenders heading it into the back of the net. Such a bizarre thing to happen. Look, here you go, play Verde through, Verde's going down, I'm thinking either Insigne in the middle, but oh no, Bale at the back post, and their defenders heading it into the back of the net. And there we have it, 2-0 has come just after half time. Look at that there, and then I thought, oh, Bale's head it, and then I thought, oh, it's going wide. Next minute, I seen the back of the goal, and I was thinking, it's gone in. You know what I mean? And then Verde starts celebrating, Just such a bizarre thing to happen. We go Bale, get a little cross in, Insigne, and he's going straight past Insigne. Now we're 2-0 up. I'm starting to play a little bit slower, a bit more keep hold of the ball, because obviously we've only got a day's rest, before the Bayern game, and I need enough players available for that game. So obviously I could run anyone's fitness down this game, but I might need them for next game to come off the bench, blah blah blah. So now I'm just starting to keep hold of the ball a little bit. Not too many attacks. We've got another cross here. Here we go. Bale. And he couldn't make it 3-0. But still, I'm not trying to play on the front foot anymore. Just try and reserve the energy. So there we have it. We have won the game. 2-0. Comfortable win. Like I say, we should have put the game to bed, really, in the first half. But either way, we've gone through another 3 points as well. And the unbeaten streak continues. So one thing we're going to do now, after the game, we're going to have a quick look at the Serie A table and see how it's looking right now, just before we go into the Bayern game. So then guys, like I said, after the game, a quick look at the table. We're still sitting in 6th at the moment, 71 points right now. And I looked at it before. If we win all of our remaining games, so we've got another 3 games left in the Serie A, we'll end up with a total of 80 points. So as you can see, Lazio and Torino are more or less almost there on 80 points, and they've still got 3 games left to play. So it'd probably take them to lose all their games, which probably won't happen, for us to beat them to the top 4 spot. So that might not be the case. So I'm hoping the game against Bayern goes well. We got ourselves in the final, and we can just win the final again, back-to-back Champions Leagues, and that would be a dream come true, and most likely keep us in a job. You can see there, Juventus still on top there, 96 points currently, only 3 losses, and I'm sure last year Inter Milan overtook Juventus, ended up winning the league. I know they overtook them at some point, and Juventus dropped down to 2nd. But yeah, that's how the Serie A is looking. Quick look at the standings for the Champions League. You might have known from last episode, Barcelona 3-1 up against Atletico Madrid right now. And then we're 1-0 up against Bayern. So as it stands, if it was to stay as it was, we would go through and face Barcelona, who we did play last season in the Champions League. It was in the round of 16. And I think we beat them 1-0 in both games. Not nothing amazing, not nothing like the Man City game, shall I say, where it was like a 4-3 game. But it was needed just to get through to the next round. But this case, it could be what's needed just to win the Champions League. But before we go into the Bayern game, we've got a quick player chat here from Canate. I want to say thank you for my recent performances in the team, recent chances, in the team. I'm much happier in that respect now. I'm going to go with I'm proud of you, because as of recent, even though he's on a rotation squad role, he wasn't really getting rotated enough as he wanted. And so he's wanting more and more game time, and he even put himself on the loan transfer list sort of thing. He put himself up for loan, so he was pretty unhappy. So now we're giving him a run of games. He's happy now, and that's sorted. So the Bayern game is here. Koulibaly is going to come in, go on his left, and then we're going to bring Manolas in, bring our left backs and right backs in. They're still not up to full fitness, but they almost are. It's almost perfect, so that'll do for me. Oh, I don't want Marlon there. I want Lozano there. Marlon up front. Felix is going to come off, not for Fabian, for Madison, and then Allen coming in on the left here. So as you can see, not everyone's up to full, but that will do, because in the second half, need be, I can bring on some of the players that played last game. They're not up to full fitness either, but Insigne, we'll put him on the bench. We'll take off, I'm thinking we'll take off Verde, and I will leave it like that for now, and that should be pretty good. I'm feeling pretty confident going into this game, because like I say, our form as of recent, not dropping a single point in the Serie A, or losing a game in the Champions League either. So it's doing pretty well. So we're going to attend the press conference and get on with the game. So here we have the first question here about us beating Bayern away from home in the first leg, and how confident are we? I'm going to go with we aim to win in front of our own fans as well. That is the priority. That is the aim. Next question. You secured a clear victory in your previous match. Do you think it's going to affect Bayern Munich's morale? I'm going to go with... I go with this answer most of the time. Morale is a strategic aspect, because I don't really think there's another answer there I can really go with. Anyway, let's have a see what the final answer question is. Your team is passing great form recently. Do you think you can continue to perform at a lightning pace? I'm going to go, we must avoid distractions, and that is true. We need to stay at this level, not think of anything too much. Like, obviously, they're going about top 4, this and that, but we just need to focus on each game that's ahead of us, and just focus on winning that game at that time. But anyway, here we go. Going to go with the blue and red, and let's go into the game. So here we go, the game's kicked off, and one thing I do remember from last game, Gnabry on that right hand side caused us so many problems, even late into the second half. He was still picking up the ball, running down, getting past players, putting crosses in, so we need to really watch out for him today. There we go, header off the bar from Fabian, and he can't get back out to get it, and now Bayern are going to be on the attack right now, but Manolas, managed to pick that one up before it developed any further. There we go, Gnabry picking it up, crossing it in. Very early there. Not too sure about that cross. No one was even in the box yet before he crossed that one. Bilardo's pick it up for a throw-in. Not much has happened so far, but when Bayern have had it, it's just straight attack. Last game, they were on the attack, but they weren't this eager. Obviously, they're going to have to pull this one back if they're going to progress through. So I've got a feeling they're going to be on the attack a lot more this game. And as you can see there, straight in, but the refs called it right. Oh no, Gnabry's through. Going to have to put... Oh, Moret's got to that, thank God. Trying to put a tackle in there last minute and he couldn't. He's got the shot away. Look at this here. Had everything to go in. Moret there, great save, but it's still not over. Won themselves a corner here. Gnabry's running straight for it. There we go, Maddison. Maddison, get it away. Oh my God, it's still going in. Here we go, Gnabry. Played it out wide. Sandro. We're running it away from goal right now, but he's gone for the cross in. Koulibaly there. Great header. Cleared it from danger. There we have it. There's half time in this game. Still nothing to separate us. We're still a goal ahead on the first leg. So still looking good for us. But right now, I'd like another goal just to make sure everything's fine and it's comfortable. But we're still fighting for that goal. So here we go in the second half. Oh, here we go. Manolas scoring our first goal from a corner kick in the career mode. Can you believe it? I cannot believe that. I did not commentate the corner because I thought, oh, it'll just be another corner. We don't score from them. There's so many times I've done it and we haven't scored. But Manolas there, look at this. We've managed to pick Manolas out. And there he is with the head. And it looks like it's going wide. And there we have it. It goes in. And there we have it, 2-0. Well, 2-0 on aggregate, 1-0 in the actual game. You can see there, Allen at the back post as well. And I just thought it looked like it was going wide, but just managed to get itself in. And there we have it. There's the goal I wanted. There we go. Bayern with an attack here. I can see this going in. And Moret, great save there. Still keeping us level. And it's turning out to be a pretty good game there. See here, Sandro. And I thought it was going to go far post, to be honest. But he went straight at the goalkeeper. And Winks has come on there, as you can see. And still need to watch out for this game. Because like the Man City game, we got a bit too comfortable. Sat back. Man City managing to score goal upon goal. And what's going on here? I can feel like they're going to score. Go for the slide in. And it's called offside. Gnabry. But yeah, like I say, the Man City game, once we got a 2-goal cushion, we relaxed too much. Man City scored one back. Then it was the case of having to score another one to get that cushion again. But not too long left now. Approaching 15 minutes left in the game. Should be able to secure the win. There we go. Lozano, come on. Oh, Lozano, great shot there. Neuer there with the save. Won ourselves another corner here. And let's see if we can get another goal from a corner. Here we go, Fabian whips it in. Koulibaly going up for the head. And cleared off the line. What are the chances of that? A game where we score our first goal from a corner, this whole career mode. And then we get another chance to score a goal from a corner and it gets cleared off the line. There we go. Bayern going to get a goal here. And yeah, I thought they would. It was inevitable, if I'm going to be honest. The amount of passing that went on for that goal. I just couldn't get a foot in. I couldn't put a right tackle in at all. Look at this. I try to get the ball twice off the player and I can't. Just falls back to him both times. 3 passes to Lewandowski and it goes in. So we just need to concentrate right now. Let's not lose this game. And there we have it. The game's over. And we go through into Champions League final. I'm so happy with that. That last couple of minutes there in that game, I was getting so sweaty. I just wanted to just defend that lead we had. Gnabry again, another great little player. We might just have to pick him up next season. Who knows? But anyway, here we are through into the final against, well, we'll have to find out who we're against actually. I'm guessing Barcelona, but we don't know what Atletico Madrid would have done in that second leg. But let's have a see. We're going to go to the post-match interview here. Will it show us the standings before the interview? Yes, it will. So that is our game over and done with. Now, I'm pretty sure Barcelona Atletico Madrid are still to play their second leg. I'm pretty sure of it. Or that might be the final of the second leg. I'll find out for sure, obviously, before the end of today's episode. But anyway, let's have a look at the interview here. See what we're going to get asked after the game. So, would giving Bale a chance to play help the team win today? Again, questions like this sort of annoy me. I'm going to go, he can prove me wrong. Sort of annoy me because he hasn't got the best energy right now. So, playing him would not have probably helped at all. He'd be knackered by half time. The draw today secures your place in the final. Will you win the trophy? And I'm going to go with the trophy is ours to claim. And it is. And if we can get back-to-back Champions League final victories, then I'll be really happy with how this career mode has stood out so far. You can see here, when the FC Bayern Munich equaliser came in the second half, did you hope to get back in front? And we did. We did. I'm going to go with, we aim to win each match, and we have. That is our aim every game. And you can tell that from the unbeaten run. Obviously, everyone's wanting to win every game. You can see the table down there. We're still sitting in 6th. Well, we'll see where we're sitting after this game against Atalanta. Because after the Atalanta game, I do believe, a quick look at the calendar here, we face Roma. Okay, you can see here, that is Barcelona we face in the final. So that must have been their full games played, 3-1 Barcelona. So that is going to be a tough final. I'm glad we get plenty of days rest before that game, because I was worried it would be played here on the 18th and we'd only get a day's rest after Roma. But I'm more than happy knowing that we can finish off the Serie A, rest the players here, and then get into the final of the Champions League to end Season 2. Hopefully come back with the trophy. But like I say, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's finish today's games first, and that's Atalanta away from home. A tough team to face, because I think last year in this game, not in real life, in the game they finished, I think, 7th or 8th, so they weren't a team to be reckoned with. Where are they sitting this year? So they're sitting in 11th this year, so still not a million miles away from the bottom, still not a million miles away from the top. A decent mid-table team. The team's not looking too bad. There's no one I'd really swap on. I think I might give Insigne a game up front. What do you reckon? I don't know, actually. I don't know. I think we'll leave him. I think we'll leave him for the second half. Anyone else to bring on? Mertens, possibly. You know what? I'm going to bring Mertens on for Felix, just for the simple fact is Mertens can play at that cam. I don't feel Felix is best suited there. But we'll go with that, and then we'll get into today's last episode, and then after that we'll have a look at the Serie A table and see how we're getting on. Here we go, Atalanta on the break already. Fabian there picking it up, and they have been on the front foot so far. But here we go, now we are. Get this over the top, and is this Lozano on the ball? And it is. Not wanting to go with a cross, so we're going to cut it in. Try play the pass there. Madison's luckily picked it up. Pass round. Fabian's picked it up. Get a little chip in here. Marlon. And can't get his head on that. And it wasn't Marlon, sorry, it was Bergwijn. My mistake. Here we go. Marlon's put through. The goalkeeper's come out, and the goalkeeper's got to it. We got reports there that Roma 1-0 up in their game, so we're going to keep an eye on that, see how they do. Hopefully, obviously, they lose, because I would not want them to overtake us this season in the table. Here we go, Madison through. Lozano, shot away. Straight at the goalkeeper there. But like I say, we do play Roma next, so that is our chance to push ahead from them and not have that worry in the back of our minds. But like I say, this game comes first. Koulibaly, and it's gone wide. There we go, Marlon. Goalkeeper's come out again. This goalkeeper is coming out for every through ball. Probably overhitting it on the through ball. There we go. Atalanta got themselves a corner just before half time. Need to defend this really well here. Let them not get off on the front foot. And don't know what went on there. Got jumbled up in some players. But the ref just needs to call this for half time now. Atalanta, I won't say all over us because we've had a few attacking chances ourselves. But it do look like the more deadlier team, if I'm going to be honest right now. So here we have it, half-time. A quick look at the match facts here. You can see shots are the same, 2 of each. We've had 1 on target, but their possession, more or less 60-40 there. So you can see they have the ball a lot more. I'm going to bring Fabian off. I've just noticed that his stamina is very low. Elmas can come on. And then we'll leave the team as it is. Like I say, it's not that the team's performing bad. I think it's just me at this stage in the game. But hopefully this second half, I can turn things around. Here we go. Marlon. Elmas, sorry. And Elmas off the post as if. Maybe it was Marlon. it would have gone in. But I know Elmas does have a pretty decent shooting stat as well. Unfortunate there not to put us 1-0 ahead. Oh, here we go. Atalanta through. And Koulibaly there putting a stop to that attack. There we go. He's unmarked. And it's gone in. 1-0 Atalanta. And I've got to say, it is deserved, if I'm going to be honest. They have been the better team this game. I know he's had a shot off the post, but Atalanta are just all over us right now. You can see here, passing it around. And I just can't keep up with the passes. And there he is, unmarked. Meret probably should have done a lot better there, if I'm going to be honest. But there we have it, Atalanta 1-0. So here we go, won ourselves the free kick. But as we know, my free kick taking is absolutely woeful. And right now, if I was better at free kicks, this would serve us well. Going to go with this and see what happens. And yeah, straight to goalkeeper. Should have done one of the little effects after the shot, but I didn't even know what to go for, if I'm going to be honest. And that is where it proves you should know what you're doing from free kicks, because set pieces like that can score you goals that are very, very crucial. Come on, Bergwijn, smash it in. And there we go, levelling it in the 86th minute. Can we just push on now and get the win? I'm not too sure of it, but I just know right now we're going to continue our unbeaten run. And you can see here, look at that, through ball. A little bit worried there, he was offside, but just followed through, smashing it in. And in that moment, it was a bit like, should I finesse? Should I just smash it? Should I pass it across? But I thought, you know what? He's got to get it in. And he did, thankfully. Bergwijn there, saving us with an important goal. Maybe we can just get this final goal to win this game. And there we have it. The game's over. Didn't manage to actually pick up another goal. But at least we didn't win. I'm interested to see what the Roma score was after their game. But like I say, after that goal, Atalanta just kept hold of the ball. I couldn't get it off them. And it was just one of them games today. Like I say, sometimes you play teams that aren't top of the table, and it can prove to be a much tougher game. Whereas the Roma team, also Roma have won their game 2-1 against Parma. So right now, they will go ahead of us in the league table. So next game when we face them, it's going to be crucial that we come away with the win. To hopefully push us ahead of them again. But let's have a see what they have to say in the interview after that game. So here we see, are you confident to keep up the streak rolling? I'm going to go with we're unbeaten for a reason. And we are. I feel awful saying that. It's 11 matches we're unbeaten now. I didn't know that was the actual fact. You managed to get the equaliser in the last minute. It's rather lucky to walk away with a draw. I agree with that. I'm going to go with lucky's part of the game. I agree with that. Because today, Atalanta, they deserved a win. Most fans expected a victory today as Napoli to perceived as the better team. However, they only delivered a draw. I'm going to go with, yes, they were the better team. Should I go with that? And the morale goes down, but if I'm going to be honest, that is how I felt. They were the better team. All over me today. But anyway, before we end today's episode, let's have a look at the league table. So then, guys, to end today's episode off, we'll have a look at the standings. And I made a mistake. I'm thinking that Roma would have overtook us, not remembering we had a 3-point gap ahead of them. So right now, we're still sitting in 6th. They're still behind us. Only by 1 point now, though. So that point definitely did separate us. We'll have a quick look at the office. Got a few emails here. Napoli saying we're not on track. And that is just because of the youth development objective. You can see here, they want us to sign one youth player, play him in 5 matches, or starting as a starting 11, or coming on as a sub. We haven't done that goal just because the youth players are not up to an overall suitable of starting in the starting 11 or even coming off the bench, I don't think. So we've left that objective as it is, and I believe that's the reason my overall is around about 60-70 in the red at the moment. The prize money from the Champions League, 12 million euros there. But anyway, we'll have a quick look at the league table. Sorry, I know we had a quick look then, we didn't fully look at it. Because this is how it stands. There's only, I think, 3 more games left in the Serie A. And this is how things are standing right now. Juventus still at the top, only 3 losses, 100 goals scored. Wow, and 99 points as well. Milan there coming in 2nd, Inter Milan in 3rd, Torino in 4th, Lazio, Napoli, Roma and Sampdoria making up the top 8 there. You see, look at the difference there between Roma and Sampdoria, 10 points. But then again, the same can be said between us and Lazio there, 9 points difference between us. And then obviously there's a bit of a gap there between Torino and Inter. So it's sort of spread up in its threes, the top 3. Well, the top 4, shall we say, or what, you know, something like that. It's in its groups anyway. But that is how it's shaping up right now. We're not obviously going to win the Serie A. It's no way possible. That is going to be the aim for next season. But anyway, this is the final games for next episode. We've got Roma at home, which is always great. And then we've got Udinese away from home. And the final game to be played is Barcelona in the final of the Champions League, which will be a big game in terms of us keeping our job for next season. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you have, leave a like down below, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time.